some days you gotta give. Say some days you gotta take. That's the way it's gotta be. Roll it over and you will see. City streets are full of people going nowhere making time.
There's somewhat of my voice. 9:03. Welcome back to Monday. We are on the precipice of holiday season. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. The last full week in November for a lot of us, work week-wise. And then it starts. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I had an awesome one. Man, we stayed inside on Saturday because went to a birthday party for a little bit, but as you guys know, I had no voice Thursday at all, and Wednesday was terrible. I'm sorry you guys had to listen to that. Oh, that was rough. Man, but I'm feeling better. Had a great weekend. Saturday we went to a birthday party for a tiny bit during the afternoon. Came back and rested and drank more tea, and then on Sunday we had a great kind of Thanksgiving open house at my parents' house, and had Jackie's family over, and some of my family was over, a few of them, and it was cool. It was just a really great dinner. Dad did a great job, and just a lot of fun. So I hope you guys had a good weekend like we did, and I hope your guys' Monday's off to a great start. We're going to be talking to Jackie Duty here in a couple of minutes' time with Thrive Metro East. She'll be filling us in on a really cool auction that's starting on November the 25th. We'll get all the details in a couple of minutes' time. Then right after that, kind of right after that, depending on how long I talk, at 10:35, Sydney Sinks will join us for Blog Talk today. Just getting back into the groove, and then we are jam-packed until the end of November into December. Here's what you need to know now as your week is starting off on this Monday. Make sure you download the RiverBender.com app today and you'll never miss out. Community members in Bethalto had the opportunity to receive a free turkey along with Thanksgiving sides during a drive-through event that was hosted by Pruitt Mechanical Services on Saturday, November the 14th. The event was held at their headquarters at 8511 Witt Lane and was supported by numerous local businesses and community donations, ensuring a large supply of turkeys and food. Joe Pruitt, the owner of Pruitt Mechanical, expressed gratitude for the collaborative effort and helped for a strong turnout. The giveaway aimed to assist many families in the Riverbend area in celebrating Thanksgiving with a complete meal. A side note to this really cool story is that the team, after the giveaway was over, distributed the rest of the turkeys to various fire departments and police departments, and really was just so cool to see. Just hats off to Pruitt and all the wonderful companies and businesses and individuals that contributed to that drive. Also in the news today, Jason Caraway, a former Belleville attorney, has been sentenced to 90 months in federal prison after admitting to embezzling more than $1 million from his clients. Caraway pled guilty earlier this year to 2 counts of wire fraud linked to his misappropriation of funds while working as a personal injury lawyer at a law firm. Among those affected were 2 children of a police officer who was killed in the line of duty, who were denied over $128,000 in settlements that were later recovered through a protection program. Investigators then found Caraway forged court documents, issued unauthorized checks to himself, and failed to pay medical liens. Authorities condemned his actions as a betrayal of client trust and emphasized the importance of holding attorneys accountable. The FBI led the investigation, with federal prosecutors securing this conviction. Also in the news today, Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu officially opened its doors in Alton on November the 14th with a huge grand opening event that featured live music, food, and giveaways. Owner Adam Arberger expressed gratitude for the teamwork and perseverance that brought the academy to life after several months of preparation. The facility offers a variety of martial arts classes, including jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, yoga, and includes that safe, family-friendly environment, welcoming to all skill levels, along with child care facilities as well. General Manager Jacqueline highlighted plans to empower students and collaborate with local nonprofits, and Mayor David Goins praised the realization of that dream and wished the business success. For more information, you can visit altonelite.com or visit their Facebook page, or just tune in when Adam joins us on the show. On Thursday, November the 20th, the St. Louis Area Food Bank is set to distribute free groceries to approximately 3,000 households at Ralph Cordy Stadium on the SIUE campus in Edwardsville. The event will run from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. or until supplies last. There will be no questions asked or no requirements to qualify. Volunteers will assist drivers in loading 30 to 40 pounds of food per household, with the option to pick up for up to 3 households per vehicle. This is the largest distribution the food bank has ever organized, responding to the increased community needs amid rising costs and challenges that were issued during the government shutdown. The food bank has invested about $600,000 in food purchases recently to ensure fresh produce, dairy, protein, and pantry stable items are available. Organizers encourage anyone in need to attend and emphasize that asking for help is okay. For more details, you can visit stlfoodbank.org. Just a few days ago, an armed robbery occurred at the Family Dollar store on Namioki Road in Granite City. On November the 14th at approximately 7:56 p.m., a suspect brandished a handgun and confronted a store employee before fleeing the scene in an unknown direction. The Granite City Police Department quickly responded and have since launched a criminal investigation into this incident. Authorities have confirmed that at this time, no further details will be released. Police are urging anyone with information to come forward as they continue to work to ensure community safety. Let's look at what's happening around the Riverbend this 9 o'clock hour. We'll leave the rest for the 10. Let's take a look at weather. 46 degrees right now in Alton. It feels like 49 out there. Today, some sun, but it will be cloudy mostly throughout the day. Tonight, low clouds. It will be breezy this afternoon, but a thunderstorm will be followed on later throughout the day with a passing shower into the evening. Air quality right now is at 50, which is good. The mold count's at 6,300, which is still low, but I'd take a Claritin if I were you. Temperatures today reach 59, drop down to 49 overnight as we head into Tuesday. On Tuesday, we will see some rain, a high of 70, a low of 42. That will be the warmest of the week, and a 55% chance of rain throughout the morning. By Tuesday night, that clears out. On Wednesday, a high of 54, a low of 45 degrees, and on Thursday, a 95% chance of rain in the morning, periods of rain and a thunderstorm, and then Thursday night, that rain continues with temperatures reaching 58 degrees and then dropping down to 52. On Friday, a high of 58, a low of 41 degrees. And then a 92% chance of rain on Friday. That's going to be throughout the morning. And then by Friday night, that'll clear out as we head into Saturday. There you go. That's a look at the next 5. Here's what's happening now, my friends. 46 degrees in downtown. It feels like 49 out there. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back, Rehab, Recover, and Return Home. You can also stay up to date in real time all the time by downloading the RiverBender.com app today. Alrighty, while I have you, let me fill you in on the local author book fair taking place at Hainer Library. This is a big deal. 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. Saturday, December the 6th, just in time for the holiday season. You can meet local authors, buy their books, and have them autographed. This is a really, really cool thing, and what I love is they've evolved this over the years. You know, it was out in Hainer's parking lot in downtown, but the event got so big they moved it into the mall, and it really creates this cool atmosphere right around the holiday season, especially for all the, the book lovers in your life, the reader in your life. Stop by there, get a really cool local book, and whether it's nonfiction, fiction, mystery, horror, crime, thrillers, you name it, they have the gauntlet. There's about 30 different local authors. It runs from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the Hainer Library location at Alton Square Mall, Saturday, December the 6th. And then on December the 13th at 10 a.m. at Hainer Library at Alton Square Mall, you can be a part of the kids' holiday celebration. Bring the little ones with Santa, cookies, music, dancing, games, and a lot of holiday activities with the whole family. You can call 618-433-2881 to register today. You need to because those will fill up fast. That's 618-433-2881. That's the kids' holiday celebration, December the 13th, and we'll see you December the 6th. That's a Saturday, 11 a.m. until 1 for the local author book fair. And don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with more Daily Show on this Monday morning. You stay there, and I'll be sitting right in this chair after a quick shot of downtown.
The further from here, girl, the better. Where the air is fresh and clean. Come with me. Whoa, come with me. Can't beat up. Just take my hand and I'll lead you. I promise the life will be sweeter.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space
Throughout all
today.
life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Tomorrow isn't built by dreamers. It's built by doers. Because progress doesn't work unless we do. So at Ameren, we've been hard at work putting energy to work for you. Adding underground cables, installing advanced switches and sensors, storm hardening poles and power lines, making the energy grid stronger today so it can meet your needs tomorrow. Learn about projects in your area at Ameren.com/energyfuture.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
This one goes out to you and yours. Worldwide, I say, hey, I'll be gone today, but I'll be back all around the way. Seems like everywhere I roll, the more I see, the less I know. But I know one thing, that I love you.
Oh, it's a great song, yeah. Welcome back, Daily Show. Sorry, I can't multitask to save my life. Jackie Duty is in the studio. And fun story, I was so under the weather last week that I did not have any guests today, I thought. Just start the week. And I'm like, what the hell do I do? Do I just talk for 2 hours? And I'm like, that's going to get Riverbender in trouble. Because if I see one news story, I'm going to talk about it for 30 minutes and kill time. But then you saved me and realized that you booked the show. And I'm excited to talk about this because Thrive's a wonderful organization.
Thank you.
What they do, what you guys do is incredible to help, women and really just throughout so many stages of life, too. And I think that's an important topic just in itself, but a way that we can support you guys, too.
Yeah, no, it's so exciting. Since I came in, I started in June and I've been overwhelmed. Just the stories that have come out and the things I'm seeing. The women that have been involved with this program, I mean, it started 30 years ago, and we've had some staff that have been there 18 years.
Wow.
Their hearts are just so incredible and so pure. And, we were talking about what do we do? There's a lot of things to get done between now and we have like 2 big fundraisers. Mm-hmm. That's all the way in April. And we're like, uh-oh.
We got a while to go to April.
So we were just talking about it, and we said, let's do something that pours back into the community. And as we come into Christmas, I feel like there's been a trend of everyone moving to buy from Amazon and buy online.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
And it's like, how do we spread the message of invest local, shop local? And these business owners are amazing. We started putting out the word we wanted to do an online auction. And everyone showed up. I have been overwhelmed. We've had over 80 local businesses that are participating. And I mean, it's
I just love when you say, I'm not laughing to make fun. I just like, it's just so incredible.
I brought a spreadsheet.
Yeah,
and it's 4 pages.
It's thick. Yeah.
And, the nerd in me is like, this is awesome. But, it's so, and the things on here, I mean, I could go on and on. Like we have Halpin Music gave us a Music of the Heart basket, and it's music lessons, and it's a $200 stipend to an instrument. And then we've got music CDs and musical instruments. And so the basket's worth $500. Trust Family Auto is giving us oil changes. Quality
Good
Buick.
job, Brian.
GMC, yeah.
He airs on Thursdays at 2 and at 7 or at 8.
Yes, and actually, I think I'm going to be joining him this week. We were talking, and he's like, "Hey, you need to come hang out with me on the show." I was like, "Yes."
There you go.
So, and then we have everything. Holiday Inn gave us a couple nights stay at the hotel, and Texas Roadhouse. We have line dancing lessons, Fazoli's. Full circle functional medicine with Laura Burton. She's given a free consultation and an IV of choice. The Wedge Center's coming in. Dick's Flowers gave us some really cool items. I actually have a Christmas wreath that's stuffed with scratch offs, and so
I'm in.
I have a minimum bid on it, but it could be priceless. You don't know.
Well, if I scratch it, it will be priceless. Let me tell you, worthless isn't it? I haven't won on every time I go over across the street. I haven't won. I think honestly, it'll be Detroit Lions winning a Thanksgiving football game before I actually win $5 on one of them.
I think I won $2 back in like 1999, and that was It's been a while. It's been a while.
But you could win.
You could. You totally. Like everyone else that I see, or when I give them away.
Oh, every time.
When I put cards in stocking stuffers, they always win.
They
like
don't get them
$10, $100. I had somebody win $500 on one of those, and I'm like, and I think I kept the one that didn't get anything and then gave away,
I do it every time. I quit buying them. I'm like, I'm not doing them for gifts because I get a little upset.
Yes, right? I'm like, take it, but don't tell me what you want.
Right, just don't scratch it in front of me.
And then we have, there's so many good things on here. I could go. Gorilla Express Car Wash gave us a 3-month member. They actually gave us
They're a great
3-month
community
memberships.
partner.
Every one of those are worth over $100.
Oh, yeah.
And, we have everything. Now, I have to show this.
This is so cool. I wish we could show this online because this is like beautiful. The colors on this is just incredible.
I mean, who doesn't love seeing the River Road? This was actually, I'm not sure what year she took it, but it's one of our local volunteers. Carol Gooding is also an incredible, photographer and artist. And she was like, can I donate something? She was like, I'm not a business, but can I donate something? And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
And she gave this beautiful print. It cost her over $100 to print it, but the value of it is so much greater because it's so beautiful, and it's a local artist, so you're pouring back into the art community.
Well, again, it's just that's a great piece for someone's home or even their office. Like, it's a really, really cool thing, and I think it's so important that you're doing the local side because, especially we've talked about it, Jeff Bezos ain't gonna sponsor our soccer teams, you know,
Right.
our baseball teams, and it's always the local businesses stepping up. So what a great way to kind of, hopefully, if they don't win the printer, they don't win any of these baskets, it's going out there and still getting the item because you go, what a great
Yes.
Christmas idea.
Exactly. Well, and that's what, I what's that stat? It says that like every $100 that are spent, like if you like $65 spent locally gets reinvested back into your community. Because like you said, it's buying that soccer uniform. It's they're taking their kids out to dinner at your local restaurants. I think it's so important that it all just becomes full circle. And I love it. I mean, and even, we had the St. Louis Cardinals has given us a couple tickets to a Cubs Cards game in Memorial Day weekend. And Todd Stottlemyre gave us a few signed baseballs and, baseball cards and books.
That's
and,
cool.
I mean, we have everything from the local restaurant up to baskets that are hundreds of dollars. And even we have 3 experience hunting trips.
Yeah, this is incredible. So how would you like to spend 6 days, 5 nights, and 4 hunting days for 6 hunters in Argentina?
Dove hunting. And big game hunting.
This is incredible. I mean, this is a $16,000 value. This is this is an opportunity of a lifetime to go and do.
It is.
Wow.
And I'll tell you, I didn't know I guess in Argentina, there's an overabundance of doves and it's almost a nuisance. So they do these hunting trips and men will walk out with like a mountain of doves. It's just crazy. And so we have the trip to Argentina, but we also have a hunting trip to New Zealand. And we have another trip to South Africa that's valued at $30,000.
That's incredible. That is just absolutely incredible. And what I think so cool is there's always minimum bids on these. There has to be.
There has to be. We have to cover the overall cost.
Now, I don't think that you're going to sneak away with the minimum bid on this. But even if you don't, you're still going to get a heck of a value for 6 people. And just is there dates on the hunting trip? Do you get to pick your own, or how does that work?
Yeah, so they have there's going to be 3 separate trips. They're all going to be listed individually.
Okay.
So you can go in and we'll have all the details. Like there's always the little disclaimers that are at the body. Like you're going to have to pay to ship the hunting, the trophies back home. But we'll have all the details lined out on the website. So once that's posted, you'll be able to just go in and look at all the details, make sure but what an incredible trip to, surprise your husband with this Christmas that says, hey, guess what? I'm sending you away. And then while he's gone, you go shopping local and have fun and call me. We'll go to the spa. It'll be a great time.
I like that, but it's just really cool and just a really cool opportunity. And when is this going to be? When does the auction go live? Can we preview it ahead of time? Or?
So we're actually still building the site because I have items coming in through Wednesday. I have an incredible team. They've been out all weekend. I have some new interns. They're so excited.
That's cool.
From Alton High. So I just and another from Lewis and Clark. So they've been doing great things. So they were texting all weekend long saying, we got this one, we got this one. So all of these baskets are coming in through Wednesday. So if you have something and you have not yet, but you want to be in it, call us. I'm taking everything till Wednesday. And so the site should go live. It'll be posted Friday to give you a sneak preview. But then the auction will go live at 9 a.m. on November 25th.
Really cool. November 25th.
I think that's a Tuesday.
Don't ask me on
Isn't that
dates.
terrible? I should know that right off the top of my head.
It is a Tuesday.
And yes, because the goal was get it out there before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And so that you've got it in front of you for all the Black Friday deals. And then, shop local Saturday. We want you to be able to look at all these things and then go and shop local Saturday, and Cyber Monday, I'm expecting, just like all auctions, it's going to start off slow and then you're going to really see momentum build after Cyber Monday, and then going in, it will actually end. That's why we were very intentional about a 10-day window, with it ending on Friday, December 5th at 4 p.m. So I really anticipate a lot of things happening until that time.
Cyber Monday projections for this year, $14.2 billion in one day.
Wow.
That's just for United States. That's not global. I just wanted to throw that out there.
That's huge. Yeah. I mean, it's almost hard to even fathom that.
Yeah.
Like, what is that number? I mean, it's crazy.
Well, and I don't know. It's you know what the interesting thing, though? Small Business Saturday beats it by $3 billion.
See, that makes me feel so good.
Because I thought we were going to get stomped out here when I pulled this up on the fly, Jackie. I'm like, this is going to be brutal. It's going to be like $10 billion off. Wow, that's incredible.
And that's exciting to me. That just shows that
It's
people
starting
care.
to trend back.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
want to invest in their community, and I feel like it does say a powerful statement. And
Well, and too, it's for businesses again to contribute to thrive too. Is this option
Yes.
still available for ad recognition and all of that?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're actually going to be doing, I'm promoting as much as we can. We're going to be cross promoting all the businesses. So we're going to be doing social medias. I'm going to be doing Facebook Lives where we show each individual basket. We're going to have just different series of things going on. But then the second week of December, we're going to drop a year-end magazine. And it's going to be it's going to talk a little bit about Thrive. I want to introduce our board of directors. I want to mention and highlight our volunteers and staff. But then it's going to be kind of like a holiday gift guide. So we're going to be talking about what are the top toys for this Christmas? What's your favorite Christmas movie? There's always a debate. It'll be kind of,
Die Hard is not
right?
a Christmas movie.
Oh man, see, it's in there. It made the list. It made the list. So it'll be mentioned, but you get to vote. And and then you have like we'll have activity, I'll have a coloring contest in there. So last time I did a magazine like this and we did a coloring contest, the schools got a hold of it, and I had over 412 entries from the local kiddos. So we'll be doing gift card giveaways for those coloring page entries. My goal is to get it in the hands of all the schools. And then, it just throughout the book, it's going to be a holiday gift guide. So the local businesses that give a minimum of a $300 basket or more will get anywhere from a quarter-page ad, half-page ad, or full-page ad in the magazine based on their level of the value of the basket.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Wow. And, really, guys, too, like Thrive, we said earlier, Thrive does so much for women's healthcare, and you provide it so much. And it's great to hear more about it because at first, I always just, you hear, of one component of an organization, but you don't see all the different spokes on the wheel. And I think it's really important. And when you do things like this and bring the community involved with the businesses, but then have these really huge opportunities, it makes it really fun for everybody.
Yeah. And that's we're trying to do things that really just capture the excitement of what can build when people come together in collaboration. And I feel like that's so much of what Thrive does is it just really has a heart to help women and children and men throughout the region. I see some of the numbers, and it's alarming just how many abortions have happened since, over 65 million since Roe versus Wade. And I look at the stats even since in the year 2020, there were 52,000 abortions in the state of Illinois alone. And you would think it would go down, but it's actually in the first 6 months of this year, there were already 46,000. Yeah. And so it's trending to double. And so what we do is we provide free pregnancy tests, free ultrasounds, and free STD testing. And, it's the things beyond that too. We have parenting classes. Yeah. So, we have women that, and I know how tough moms, I get it. Like trying to get the baby out in the cold weather and even just get them out. It's exhausting. So our parenting classes are offered online. They can take them via Zoom. And with every class, they get points and they can redeem the points in our gift shop.
That's so cool.
And so we've had women that have paid the first full year of diapers, never happened to buy a diaper because they redeemed so many points, they were able to pay for diapers for their baby.
Well, and I hate to use the word incentivize, but what a great thing for moms, to have that incentivized thing where, it's such a stressful thing, and who knows anyone's circumstance, right? Because no one knows what's going on in backyards and in homes. But whenever you say, listen, it's hard, here's some of the services we provide, but then you say, let's teach you let's help you become the parent you want to be,
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden you have a year paid of diapers.
It helps.
That's a lot of stress taken off the plate right there.
I'll tell you what, I remember being a young mother. This is what it's crazy is a lot of people that come through, everyone has a story. Yeah. And when you take time to just hear their story, and I go back to who I was, a very frightened teenager trying to make a really big decision, right?
Yeah.
And I needed help. I was on WIC. I wouldn't have made it without that and without the support system that I had, my parents, and it really does impact, a future trajectory of someone's life because sometimes you just need that helping hand. People, I remember how prideful I was, and I was like, I don't need anyone's help, and then I'm like, oh wait, yeah, I do.
Yeah. Very quickly.
Yes. and to have a community that we do, and to have so many resources. That's where it's like part of what we do is providing education on all the resources around the region. The things we can't do, we can connect them to the people that can help them in different areas.
Well, I think that's so true, and I think so many people get that prideful, especially, when it comes to younger families, there could be both parents working, and all of a sudden you're still, you're still utilizing, you need help and you need support. And there's nothing wrong with that because you're going to get where you need to eventually, but you can't do it unless you have a little bit of help along the way to get you to that point,
Exactly.
Wow. Well, we'll take a quick break here, but before we do, listen to this. 39% of millennials and Gen Z participate in Small Business Saturday. They're the ones that are keeping this thing going, highest of all age groups. And 68 cents of every dollar stays in your local community. What about for conglomerate, CJ? Let me answer that question. 43 cents. So there you go. And then for Amazon and everyone else who's just so lovely, 14 cents of every dollar stays local. So the next time you find 14 cents, throw it at the Amazon building and tell them to keep it. No, I'm just kidding. We'll take a quick break. 9:33, back with more next.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Tomorrow isn't built by dreamers. It's built by doers. Because progress doesn't work unless we do. So at Ameren, we've been hard at work putting energy to work for you. Adding underground cables, installing advanced switches and sensors, storm hardening poles and power lines, making the energy grid stronger today so it can meet your needs tomorrow. Learn about projects in your area at Ameren.com/energyfuture.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Back. Welcome back. Thrive Metro East Jingle and Bid starts November the 25th, back with Jackie Duty. And, I'm telling you, we'd have such a better show if I just turned the microphone on during the commercial break and let people hear the hot mic and, really Howard start it up and start the pot. But, it's just me in here, by the way, not Jackie. I just decided to start ranting and raving. Like a lunatic.
No, I love it. This is a good conversation, man. We have a ball. I think this is fantastic.
We really do. But the whole big point is, what you guys do for women that, like we said, there's so many different scenarios, and to have opportunities to where you don't feel alone. And so many times, even if you have family, it doesn't mean that, and you could have the most supportive family in the world. Right. But until you really are on that path, you still feel alone, I'm sure. You go, wow, I wish I could do X, Y, and Z and not have to worry about this. Right. But when you have groups like Thrive that provide opportunities and resources, it makes it a lot less stressful, going on that journey.
It does, and it's so interesting. I remember at that time, I just didn't, you don't know what you don't know. And I didn't know that Thrive was around. So I was not able to take advantage of it when I found myself in a really unusual situation. And so and even when I started here, I was talking to people that I've known for years, people that have lived around the corner from our center.
Yeah.
And they're like, what are you doing? What is it? And so I started explaining, they're like, oh, I drive by that building every day. That's what they do. And so I realized that Thrive has not really been really out there. There hasn't been a lot of, we've been kind of almost like undercover. And I feel like it's time to change that. There's going to be a lot of things that happen in the next month that are going to be really showcasing a spotlight on all of the incredible things that Thrive has done over the last 30 years. And I'm really excited for what's coming.
I am too, and we're going to talk about that here in a couple of seconds. But just real quick, I think so many times a national argument gets in the way of any type of women's health care.
Yes.
And it gets categorized into one thing.
It
And
does.
it's just not fair for what Thrive does, because I think, and I'll be honest with you, Jackie, at the time, I didn't know too much about Thrive 5 years ago, so I kind of assumed the same thing because I didn't go and do any research to see all the great work that's being done. I mean, when you're empowering women and providing, life-affirming medical care and help, and not just that, it's helping make informed knowledge and based decisions and really, getting the most out of that. And I think it's so important that we touch on that, because it really is from STI testing all the way down.
Yes.
I mean, it's really important stuff, and counseling and all of it.
I think that's the key is just education. I think above all, that's what we're doing is we're showing women that they're not alone.
Yeah.
We're locking arms with them, and we're just going to educate them about what their options are, and just show them that through it all, there's hope. I think that's the key, is that there were so many times, and I even can look back in my own life at there were moments that life can just hit you like a truck. And,
for sure.
And you can just be in this moment of hopelessness. But sometimes all it takes is one encounter. It's one conversation. It's one random stranger smiling at you on the street that you go, someone sees me. And they just need a moment of hope. I remember I was, in this place having a really bad day, and I went to have breakfast with my mom, and I remember getting these funny face pancakes, and the waitress, they say if you take an event and you tie it to an emotion, it burns in that person's memory. Mm-hmm. And I can't remember what she said, but I remember how she made me feel. Mm-hmm. And the power of, and here's a waitress who didn't know, she could have been having a really bad day too, and didn't know the impact she had on my life in that moment of just sharing hope and joy. And it helped me keep moving forward at a time when I felt stuck. And I feel like there's so many people that just don't realize that they do that. They bring hope, they bring joy, they bring life into a situation and into a conversation that can just shift the trajectory of a young person's life. And you don't even know on the side of eternity the impact it could have.
I completely agree. And this is why it's so important when you're thinking about some of the things that you're doing for next year as a business or by yourself. Thrive is a not-for-profit 501c3. And that means Uncle Sam would love you to support and love Thrive. And how can we donate and support the mission?
Yes. So there's a lot of ways. Part of just being a part of the auction is a big step. But then if you even go to thrivealiveme.org, we have a button on there that you can donate. And, there's different levels. So we say $1,200 saves a life. Now, actually, I have to change some of those numbers because the numbers have changed. Inflation. So it's when we just did because we started posting those numbers like 10 years ago, and I was like, surely things have changed. So really, it's about $2,500 when we break it all down into. But that is the cost we have to save a life. But even $33 I think provides an ultrasound, or there's all these different levels
monthly.
of giving. Yes, that we love our monthly partners. They are phenomenal, and we have them giving everything from $10 up to, I'm not going to set a bar because I don't want to do that. But it's incredible. And I'm so thankful for the people that have come alongside us, whether it's a monthly donor or you've given at our annual auction or the baby bottles. Like everyone knows the baby bottles.
Absolutely.
And every penny.
Did one of those. We just did one of those at church.
Yeah. And that's what, everything, I love them because, whether you're getting a jar full of pennies or you're getting the one stuffed with checks, every bit of it is going towards this life-saving mission.
We did quarters.
I love it. Thank you. I know. Okay, so I did pennies. It's been a rough, look, I'm working at a nonprofit.
I hear you.
I'm doing the best I can.
Listen, local media, I was surprised we got quarters in there, to be honest with you.
But no, I mean, and that's where it's like every dime helps. And I'm so thankful and so appreciative of every one of you because it really has had an impact. And, in these businesses, I think this is the first time that I've seen so many businesses lock arms with us. And it's been overwhelming. I'm just really excited about where we're going. I feel like this is the beginning of a whole new day. And I have to show Mrs. Claus. So meet Mrs. Holly Claus. She is actually the mother of one of the businesses.
This is so cool.
I love it. So Grafton, again, just stepped up. Like, the mayor's given us a basket to highlight the National Memorial of Military Ascent. We've got a beautiful basket from the Grafton Limestone. From Fancy Nancy on Main, she's given us some really cool. She's actually given me 2 baskets, one that's just the Cardinals, and because, she's a huge Cardinals fan, and one that has her stuff. But then Box Mercantile. And it was actually Patty's mom dresses up as Mrs. Claus, and she does meet and greets. And so you can bid on having Mrs. Holly Claus come and visit you for a Christmas event this year, or even set it up for next year. But it'd be cool to get it in this year.
Get it in this year. What are you doing?
Yeah, and so I mean, but to see this group of people come together to support us in those ways. I mean, like I said, every dime has an impact. Everything you've done, your time, your dollars, your even just spreading the word. Help us share the links for the auction and tell everybody, what we're doing, because I feel like the more we get the word out, the more people start to ask, wait, what is Thrive? What do you guys do? And that's where we can really start to have some really cool conversations.
Oh, yeah. Well, 100% over it. And honestly, too, don't forget you have the chance to win three trips. 3 trips of a lifetime. Now, if you win all 3, then you're having a darn busy good year. But you can at least win one of them, whether it's big game and dove hunting in Argentina. That's a $17,000 almost value. That is just so incredible. Your hunt's good from 2025 through 2027, so you have some time to plan if you need to, get your passport and whatever you need to do, but be a part of it. And then December 1st, what are you coming on to talk about? This is cool.
So I am so excited. I'm not going to tell you today. You got to stay tuned. But
it's a tease.
It's a tease. December 1st, we are going to be making a very big announcement. There's a lot of changes coming, and I can't wait to say it. But I will tell you that it's a game changer.
I'm excited.
And so make sure you tune in. Okay. Listen, everybody should be watching this show every day anyway, because it's amazing.
If they aren't, they're in trouble.
Yes,
Don't even make me find you.
But then tune back in on December 1st, because I'm going to be back here talking about this major announcement. It's a game changer for our organization. It's going to hit right in the middle of the auction. So if, let's just say, Shop Small Saturday, you were out all day, you were spending a lot of money, having a good time, and you came back and you go, oh, I forgot to get this from the Grafton Limestone. Let me go check out what their basket is. And you log in and you say, oh, there hasn't been a lot of activity on the auction. Don't worry. I anticipate, as with all these auctions, it'll move slowly in the beginning. But then you'll see the momentum build. After we make our announcement on December 1st, I think we're going to see a lot more activity on the auction, but then really zone in on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, because that's where you're going to see the momentum, and everyone's going to be excited about outbidding their friends, and you don't want to miss it. But make sure you're back here December 1st, because really it's going to be exciting.
Tune back in at 9:20, and we're going to get a big announcement to start the month off. I like that. How about that to kick off Daily Show for month 12 of the year? I'm liking it. Jackie, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
We're going to link everything about the Jingle and Bid that's starting November the 25th, runs December the 5th. This is for a great thing, Thrive Metro East. And I know that our camera, we aren't close enough to this, but that picture over there is worth it alone. And there's 80 other businesses a part of this, $75,000 plus an inventory for you to win. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back and wrap up the 9 o'clock hour after this.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's...
What's up? It's my Keith. What's up, bro? What's good, my guy? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Dwight Wirtz, president of Wirtz Welding and Tank Service, the nation's premier distributor of tank trailer parts. Dwight has been an outspoken and long-time supporter of the college and is the current chairperson of Lewis and Clark Board of Trustees. Oh, and he's a Lewis and Clark grad.
I'm Dwight Wirtz, and I am a trailblazer.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Tomorrow isn't built by dreamers. It's built by doers. Because progress doesn't work unless we do. So at Ameren, we've been hard at work putting energy to work for you. Adding underground cables, installing advanced switches and sensors, storm hardening poles and power lines, making the energy grid stronger today so it can meet your needs tomorrow. Learn about projects in your area at Ameren.com/energyfuture.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nicello on RiverBender.com.
Let's give the boy a hand. Let's hear it for my baby. You know you gotta understand. Oh, maybe he's no Romeo, but he's my loving one-man show. Let's hear it for the boy.
Get over here. 9:49, little bit of change on this Monday morning. Why am I so far away from the microphone? All right, so let me fill you in on a few things. I got to break this down. So we were talking just a few minutes ago about Small Business Saturday and Cyber Monday, and it kind of got me thinking, on the fly here, let's talk a little bit about this. So the number that really jumps out is 68 cents of every dollar stays right in our community. And yeah, I know how statistics work, and not every, business, that dollar is 68 cents, but roughly breaks down to it. Okay. Just for the sake of the argument, hear me out. Okay. That means almost 70% of what you spend in the community is recycled back into the Riverbend. That's, whether it's taxes, local suppliers, same small businesses helping each other who turn around, sponsor events and school programs and charities and local media that's not owned by a conglomerate, that's owned right here in our own backyard, that's number one in the Metro East. And that's why Small Business Saturday matters. It's not just a shopping day. It's a big call to action day. I mean, it really is. And the thing that I think bothers me so much is that we have a gauntlet, a plethora of wonderful businesses. I mean, from Funky Planet to Honeybee to Grapevine to, you name it, from Mom Said No with Fred to It's Ratings In and go in Mineral Springs and go take a walk and see Madeline at Cocoa and Oak and all the great things that are going on in all the shop-wise. There's no reason to go on to Amazon. There really isn't. And the bottom line is, I'm not saying you can't use Amazon. I'm not saying that I don't use Amazon. I'm just saying that it's very rare for me to shop online for things that if I can find a similar type of item, I'm going to shop local. And the reason being is, a lot of times by the end of the day, it's right around the same price. And it's something completely different that's unique, that's, maybe it's handmade, maybe it's not. But the bottom line is, it's already been vetted from the local business. How many times do you get something from Amazon and, it's a product that you know nothing really about, but you just got to get it, and you just hope for the damn best that it's not some junky product that was one of those fake 5,000, 4.5-star review products, and you got kind of gypped on when it came in? You don't have to worry about that when you vet in small business, and they do it for you. So, I just don't understand this, and I'm glad to see that Small Business Saturday's picking up, but it's really why it matters. So let's talk about the big box store. We said this earlier. It drops to 40 to 43 cents on the dollar when we're talking about big box retailers. That's not online, okay? That's like big box stores, so like Target, Walmart. That's a huge difference. I'm not saying they don't do things for the community. I'm just saying on average, that's what it breaks down to. Okay? Don't blame me, just blame the numbers. And when you get into Cyber Monday, the big online corporate retailers, the Amazons of the world, that drops down to 14 cents. So every time we spend $1 on Amazon, 14 cents is coming back to us, which could be a big deal. I don't know how many people go on Amazon comparatively to how many shop small. It could be right around the same when it comes to terms and breakdowns of what's getting kicked back. I just don't see the Amazon Park and Rec soccer team is what I'm trying to tell you. Is my point proven yet? So, I mean, just think about that. That's the big thing. And the other thing that I found so fascinating when we looked at this too was the fact that, I mean, Gen Z and the millennials are the highest participating group in Small Business Saturday. I just think that's really fascinating, you know, to be the technological generation, you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, and technically we're the ones that are, you know, growing up now and getting better jobs and getting more money and being able to spend. We're spending local. That's fascinating. I wonder, is it a lack of, is it just, you know, is it just more efficient for the older generations to shop on it? It could be. I don't know. Just something to look at. The other thing to take a look at too is the fact that 64, this is where I find it fascinating. 64% of Cyber Monday sales come from mobile devices. I rarely buy something on my phone. Rarely. I hate using mobile to buy a product. I don't like having I like to be on my computer so I can see everything and put the information in. You don't have to worry about it. But 64% of traffic comes from mobile devices. And now another fascinating thing is 90% of shoppers on Cyber Monday, though, they report high satisfaction with just overall, so with the shipping and everything. Bottom line is, you can do both. I just encourage you, if you have an option or you have one choice to make, don't waste it on Cyber Monday. Okay? Listen, we should have started Christmas shopping in the summertime. We all failed. Okay? If you didn't start. It's middle of November. We're crawling at a pace here to get Christmas taken care of. Jackie and I are. We should have started months ago. Okay, that's when you use Prime Days and you find those deals in the summer. Go for it. But when it gets to this time of the year, think about it. It's the end of the year. Businesses are doing what they can to get through to the end of the year, especially if they're newer and getting into next year and at least getting a jump start and trying to build. And so do what you can to support local. We have so many great shops. You don't need to go on Amazon. You don't need to go to a big box store. You can find really great kids presents. You can find really great kids clothing. You can find presents in general for everybody right here in the Riverbend region. It's not just Alton, and I talk about Alton a lot, guys, because our studio's right here, so it's just easy for me to pinpoint. But go pick a store, go to White Birch. I mean, seriously, that alone, there you go. There's Christmas done in itself. You can throw a dart in the map and pick any of the wonderful spots around the Riverbend region. But during Small Business Saturday, make sure you're keeping your dollar here locally, and we'll talk more about this as we get closer and closer. But Small Business Saturday coming up, and I just wanted to make sure that we kind of threw that out there. I don't know, it just was really fascinating to me that that's the breakdown, 14 cents. And like I said, I don't know how that breaks out and how many people shop on Amazon comparatively to local and if it actually averages out. It's just, there you go. It's just weird to me that Gen Z is the most likely to shop Small Business Saturday, but the Cyber Monday has such a strong mobile presence. It could be that they shop both. I just don't have that much money, I don't think. All right, so with that being said, we're getting ready to take a quick break, but let me, let's take a quick break. We'll talk about more Small Business Saturday throughout the week. Let me take a quick break, but before I do, we have a lot of growth happening on this show, and I'm hard at work and really trying to get next year lined up. And you got to do it early and you tried to, and then all of a sudden all the huge community events show up and just keep moving forward. I am so excited to welcome on Ameren as a partner. And I really do mean that. You know, Ameren, Illinois, they're hard at work putting energy to work for us. And they're adding underground cables, installing advanced switches and sensors, storm hardening poles and power lines. And it's even rolling out mobile command centers to respond to storms faster and restore power quicker. That's huge. You know, we can all learn more about the projects that are going on in our area at Ameren.com/energy future. That's Ameren.com/energy future. And you can always stay up to date with Ameren as they join us on the show and fill us in with their experts right here on our daily show on RiverBender.com. For more information on Ameren, Illinois, and the work they're doing for all of us, that's Ameren.com/energy future.
What's up? It's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Dwight Wirtz, president of Wirtz Welding and Tank Service, the nation's premier distributor of tank trailer parts. Dwight has been an outspoken and long-time supporter of the college and is the current chairperson of Lewis and Clark Board of Trustees. Oh, and he's a Lewis and Clark grad.
I'm Dwight Wirtz, and I am a trailblazer.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Tomorrow isn't built by dreamers. It's built by doers. Because progress doesn't work unless we do. So at Ameren, we've been hard at work putting energy to work for you. Adding underground cables, installing advanced switches and sensors, storm hardening poles and power lines, making the energy grid stronger today so it can meet your needs tomorrow. Learn about projects in your area at Ameren.com/energy future.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
I don't need you to worry for me, 'cause I'm all right. I don't want you to tell me it's time to come home. I don't care what you say.
We're rolling around
anymore.
at 10 o'clock in downtown Alton, 9:59. Before we hit news, I got to tell you about this story. So listen to this. Have you guys seen these smart refrigerators? Have you seen them? These are the ones, you know, you see at Lowe's for $2,000 or Home Depot or you name it. The Samsung ones, they have the screen on them. So you pay $2,000 plus for a refrigerator, okay? And then you have to see ads. Yeah, thank you. This is what's happening. Have you heard about this? So, I got to tell you before we do news and we get into the official part of the show, this is incredible. So, these Samsung smart fridges are now serving ads. You're in your own home. You bought a refrigerator. Bought it. You aren't paying for a subscription for YouTube TV. You aren't paying a subscription for cable. You own your refrigerator. And Samsung is putting ads on it, so you have to watch them. Listen to this. You have to watch them. You can't turn it off. And no, there's no way that an individual can pay for an ad-free experience yet on Samsung's Family Hub refrigerators. Users can dismiss individual ads to prevent them from reappearing during the same campaign, but there is no universal opt-out as of now. The ads appear through software updates and are displayed on idle screens. Now, what you can do is you can go and turn it on art mode and do photo album displays. Bottom line, users may not be able to turn ads off by going into settings and toggling a switch, but doing so might also disable the widget functionality so you can do it. But here's the problem. Users are upset. They paid over $2,000 for a refrigerator and are now being shown ads. I mean, it's brilliant. The thing is, what they should have done is they should have said, listen, you can spend $2,500 and you own this beautiful refrigerator that has a television in it. Why you need a screen on your refrigerator, I don't know. America got along great with a whiteboard and a notepad for 100 years and a chalkboard. I think we're fine. But, some people want them. That's their prerogative. So you can have it for $2,500. Ad-free. You don't have to worry about it. But for people like CJ that I don't want one, but maybe some do. They want a smart refrigerator, but don't have the smart refrigerator budget. They go, listen, we'll give it to you for $1,000, but we're going to play ads. I think that's different. You're not paying the full price, but you're going to get ads. Totally understandable. You're spending $2,000 plus, and you have to watch ads getting a cup of milk, getting water out of the fridge. You're cooking, and boom, here comes on Rachel Ray telling you to buy her new book. It's just incredible. So I had to tell you this before we came back with top of the hour news. People are nuts over this right now. It's a new software update, and they're calling it a test. It's a test run. We'll see what happens. But I'm telling you what, I couldn't imagine the look on someone's face. They're so proud of this refrigerator. 2,000 plus. They brought their neighbors over to look at it. They called the family. They sent a picture out of this. Masterpiece. It looks beautiful. Middle of the night, they get a snack. They open that refrigerator door. They put their pizza roll in the microwave, and boom, ads start talking to you. I just want to see what the reaction was. All right, 10:03. We'll come back with top of the hour news and fill you in on what you need to know on this Monday next.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
It's all right. I will get by. I will get by. I will get by. I will survive.
10:05, top of the hour news. Now, here's what you need to know as your Monday rolls around the corner. We'll take you right to Madison County first. This is Dalton Brown as part of his police roundup. Here's what you need to know. 4 men from Missouri were charged with felony weapons offenses and other crimes in Madison County. Here's what we know. Nicole A. Tankins, 30 years of age, faces multiple charges, including armed violence and possession with intent to deliver cocaine after being found with a loaded Beretta handgun and approximately 7 grams of cocaine. DeRay S. Williams, 62, charged with felon in possession of a weapon for carrying a Smith & Wesson revolver despite a prior felony drug conviction. In another one, Antonio T. Johnson, 29, charged with unlawful possession of a stolen Glock handgun. And in a separate case, Justin R. Holland, 22, was charged with possession of a modified machine gun and over 100 grams of cannabis. Tankins remains jailed in that first section where he was charged with multiple offenses, including the armed violence and intent to deliver. All defendants are presumed innocent until proven guilty, and all others besides Tankins have been released pending trial. Also in the news today, Detectives are investigating a homicide after an adult male was found shot to death early Saturday morning in the 1200th block of Bellefontaine Road. St. Louis County police officers from North County Precinct responded at 2:06 a.m. to a shot spotter activation indicating gunfire. Upon arrival, officers found the victim had been shot at least once. The Bureau of Crimes Against Persons is leading that active investigation, with no suspect or victim identity released at this time. Authorities urge anyone with information to contact the police or submit tips anonymously through Crime Stoppers. Jason Caraway, a former Belleville attorney, has been sentenced to 90 months in federal prison after admitting to embezzling more than $1 million from his clients. Here's what we know. Caraway pled guilty earlier this year to multiple counts of wire fraud that was linked to his misappropriation of funds while working as a personal injury law firm. Among those affected were 2 children of a police officer killed in the line of duty who were denied over $128,000 in settlements that were later recovered through a protection program. Investigators found Caraway forged court documents, issued unauthorized checks to himself, and failed to pay medical liens. Authorities did condemn his actions as a betrayal of client trust and emphasized the importance of holding attorneys accountable. The FBI led the investigation, with federal prosecutors securing the conviction to deliver justice to victims. Also in the news today, what a great weekend in Bethalto. Pruitt Mechanical Services, along with a ton of local businesses and community partners, stepped up and showed out as thousands received a free turkey. Alongside Thanksgiving sides during a drive-through event hosted by Pruitt, the event was held at their headquarters and was supported again by those local numerous businesses and community donations, ensuring a huge supply of food and turkeys. Joe Pruitt, the owner of Pruitt Mechanical, expressed his gratitude for the collaborative effort and hope for a strong turnout, and they did. After the event was done, they posted this on their Facebook page. They actually delivered more turkeys to area first responders. How incredible is that? I mean, just truly something special. And you can see a full write-up at RiverBender.com/news. Finally in the news today, Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu officially opened its doors to a massive grand opening celebration featuring food, live music, and giveaways. Owner Adam Arberger expressed gratitude for the teamwork and the perseverance that brought the academy to life after several months of preparation. The facility offers a variety of martial arts classes, including jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, and yoga, emphasizing a safe, family-friendly environment, welcoming to all skill levels. General Manager Jacqueline highlighted plans to empower students and collaborate with local nonprofits. Mayor David Goins praised the revitalization and realization of the dream and wished the business success. A full write-up and a video of the grand opening and ribbon-cutting ceremony, that's available at RiverBender.com/news, and I'm sure we'll have Adam on again soon to talk about how special that day was. Let's take a look at weather. My voice doesn't sound perfect, but it's a lot better than last week. A high of 50, right now it's 50. It feels like 53. Confidence is key, and I still botched it. Right now, it's sunny in downtown Alton. It's sunny throughout the Riverbend region, but it will turn cloudy in just a few hours. Today, this afternoon, low clouds will come in. It will be breezy this evening with a thunderstorm that will be followed by a passing shower late this evening into Tuesday morning. Right now, that air quality, it's at 52, which is moderate, and that mold count's low at 6,300. Ragweed's low, tree levels are low, and the UV index is moderate too. Temperatures reach 59 degrees today and drop down to 46 overnight as we head into Tuesday. On Tuesday, a 60% chance of rain, a high of 68, a low of 42. On Tuesday morning, that's when we will see that passing shower continue for Monday night. And then on Tuesday night, everything clears out, and we'll just see some cloudy skies for the most part. On Wednesday, a high of 54, a low of 45 degrees. On Wednesday, mostly cloudy, and then by Wednesday night, we will get periods of rain and a thunderstorm. That chance of precipitation Wednesday night at 94%. On Thursday, a high of 58, a low of 48 degrees. On Thursday, rain throughout the morning and throughout the evening. There's going to be periods of rain and thunderstorms on Thursday morning, and then by Thursday night, the rain will continue into Friday. On Friday, a high of 52, a low of 41 degrees with a 92% chance of rain on Friday morning. And then by Friday night, that rain drops down to pretty much a trickle into nothing. Low clouds, and then it will clear up Friday night. Like I said, temperatures on Friday reach 52 and drop down to 41. That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now, my friends. It's 50 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 53 out there. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back. Rehab, recover, and return home. All right, hey, while I have you, let me fill you in on our friends at OSF Healthcare. They're the best. You know, OSF's been just such a great supporter for the entire year. And you know, it doesn't stop and end just this year. It's going to keep going. OSF and our partnership, it really provides excellent medical analysis and medical insights for all of us, helping us help ourselves. And that's what OSF Healthcare has done better than anyone for 100 years. 100 years. That's truly incredible. You know what, OSF Healthcare, they're all about innovation, and they're innovating our healthcare system right in our own backyard. We're bringing in new CT machines and just a ton of other really innovative approaches to how we go about our daily health and go about our medical practice. You know, what I think is important is we all know this from, well, not we all, but our viewing base does know, especially in the Illinois side of the area. You used to have to go to St. Louis a lot. You used to have to get on the highway, take 367, then take 270, and then boom, boom, traffic, and you're dodging, and you're ducking, and you're weaving. Now you don't have to. And, you know, all jokes aside, that's such an important thing because that adds to the stress of your medical journey. I mean, when you have to add an hour into getting to appointments and an hour back, and OSF's going above and beyond to bring so many of those features we had to go out of the area for right back in to our own backyard. You can find out all of the ways that OSF Healthcare is going above and beyond for us right here in the Riverbend region at osfhealthcare.org. That's osfhealthcare.org, and just join them when they join us right here on our daily show. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with more of it right after this on RiverBender.com and Roku. Ow. TV. Daily show continues next.
Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. And when it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand that I was born a rambling man. My father was a gambler down in Georgia.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips,
Throughout all
and
life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Tomorrow isn't built by dreamers. It's built by doers. Because progress doesn't work unless we do. So at Amrit, we've been hard at work putting energy to work for you. Adding underground cables, installing advanced switches and sensors, storm hardening poles and power lines, making the energy grid stronger today so it can meet your needs tomorrow. Learn about projects in your area at Ameren.com/energyfuture.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
He knows I'm gonna stay. California, California, dreaming of such a winter's
Daily Show, hitting you in the nose on a Monday. Sydney's going to join us in a couple of minutes. I found a story I wanted to share with you real quick, but I got to take care of something. Oh, my goodness. Okay, hold on. We're doing this on the fly. I was going to read that number out, and I couldn't do that. Then I would have had some issues there. Oh, goodness. Oh, man. Oh, no. Okay, open. Oh, goodness. I don't know how I'm going to log back in. I had to refresh my darn browser, and this is just going crazy. Okay, hold on. Tourism officials in a small South African town, they're asking for tips, and they're really upset here about the disappearance of a beloved local landmark. A mannequin swimming in the dam just outside of town. And by dam, I'm pretty sure they mean swimming. I mean, wow, that's interesting. So, Rhino Griff is a local sculptor and artist. Okay, and he put Beverly, that's the name of that mannequin, into this thing 2 years ago. And he decided he was going to do this smart. He brought this mannequin back to his studio, dressed her up, and made a concrete stand so that she never falls over in the dam and drowns. And put her there about 2 years ago, and since then she's been a real presence in the area. It would have had to take multiple people, the guy's saying, to move Beverly due to the weight of her concrete base. It's so bad that the town's tourism agency is putting out an all call, okay, everywhere to find this mannequin and bring it home. So if you ever see a mannequin that you don't think belongs to your area, I will give you the tourism agency's phone number, and we will get them reconnected. Okay, one real thing that was pretty cool, though. So, I get sent lists all the time, and this one was sent to me, and I wanted to open it and just read it to you before Sydney comes down. The top trending names for dogs and cats in the United States this year have been inspired by entertainment and linked to the animal's looks and personalities. And they've remained consistent for more than a decade. Wow. Really original here, folks. For the 2025 analysis of the top names given to pets in the country, the animal boarding company Rover used the results of this year's survey to focus on the names that are trending up rather than the focus on longtime options that remain popular. This year, we really decided to dig into trends and separate them from the classic popular names. The number one names, Luna and Charlie, have grown less than 5% year over year. In other words, popular names are classics and favorites, but they aren't necessarily reflecting on trends. I do know a Luna, I think. I knew of a Luna. That was a dog. I don't know if I know of a Charlie that's a dog. I could. Don't know. So, to determine the top trending names from last year, the folks at Rover analyzed all pets younger than 2 years of age that were added to the company's database for a year span. They did August the 24th through September the 25th. From there, the names were split into a variety of categories ranging from overall top names and trending names by state to those referencing entertainment, sports, among others. Okay. Additionally, a survey of pet parents, which Rover conducted via Pollfish, included, glad they put that in there, put 1,000 people in it and gave the company some insight into how they selected a name for their dog or cat. For new puppies, 33%, 1/3 of people already had an idea of what they would name their new pet, and nearly half, 45%, based it on their pet's personality or appearance. For those who named their dogs based on personality, the most common sources for names were entertainment. It was based on their breed or other human names and nature. And the same was true for people with new kittens. So it wasn't species specific. For male puppies, the three highest trending names during the 12-month period were Caesar, Mufasa, and Oswald. While the top three for female puppies were Elfie, Suki, and Rumi. All six increased. More than 100% in use over the last year. Elfie was up by 244%. If only 7 people named their dog that 2 years ago, and 14 people are now naming their dog Rumi, that's 100%. Okay, all right. I've never met a dog named Rumi. What about for kittens? The top 3 male names were Tater, Milton, and Stewie. And for females, it was Priscilla, Snowball, and Pickle. Those are more believable. I'll go with that, okay? When considering popular names in individual states, people in western United States, well, they leaned into the rugged outdoors. Aspen was tops for puppies in Alaska, Boots in Oregon, Remington in Idaho, and Bandit in Montana. That's a classic name. Bandit is a classic name. I don't think that's new or trendy. Maybe it is. For kittens, Washington named a lot of cats Ducky. Makes sense? No, it doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't. That'd be an Oregon thing. Utah residents went with Sunny, and Colorado went with Ranger. Other trends in the Southwest, Chiquita topped the puppies list in Arizona. Coco, popular for cats in Texas, while the Midwest leaned into pop culture, choosing names like Simba, Loki, and Butters and Nimbus. No idea. For pop culture across the United States, the top puppy names included... Okay. I want any one of you to tell me you've ran in or know of anybody, maybe it's you that named your pets one of the following names. Forrest Gump, Gracie Lou Freebush, and Willy Wonka for dogs. You ever met one this year? No? Okay, so again, a 100% increase. 1, now it's up to 2, and they're like, trend. It's taken over. Okay. Kittens received names like Bill Murray, Mary Kate, Fat Louie, and Jack Sparrow. I like Fat Louie. That's a fun one. 2026 Rover expects that many of the same names on the list next year, but They're saying that Wicked movie is going to change some names, and the K-pop Demon Hunters are likely to influence pet names. I'm just going to be honest with you. No, not going to change mine at all. But what do you think? Okay, so they do this survey. I guarantee you, the reason I'm talking about this, they paid some firm or somebody to do like a ridiculous amount of money to do this survey, to tell us what is actually trending. I was kind of fascinated. So when I read it this morning before the show, I thought, okay, cool. And then it just frustrated me as I started reading it more and more. And then I got to the point where I saw Forrest Gump. You name a dog you tell me where the dog is. It's named Forrest Gump, and I'll have the owner on my show tomorrow. Can't? That's my point. We could have helped this company get real data. This is the information the public needs to know. Pet names and what's trending. You got to stay up to date, and you got to have accurate numbers, Rover. That's all I'm saying. A quick break. Sydney Sink's going to join us for Blog Talk next.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
What's up? It's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Dwight Wirtz, president of Wirtz Welding and Tank Service, the nation's premier distributor of tank trailer parts. Dwight has been an outspoken and long-time supporter of the college and is the current chairperson of Lewis and Clark Board of Trustees. Oh, and he's a Lewis and Clark grad.
I'm Dwight Wirtz, and I am a trailblazer.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Tomorrow isn't built by dreamers. It's built by doers. Because progress doesn't work unless we do. So at Ameren, we've been hard at work putting energy to work for you. Adding underground cables, installing advanced switches and sensors, storm hardening poles and power lines, making the energy grid stronger today so it can meet your needs tomorrow. Learn about projects in your area at Ameren.com/energyfuture.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
It's alright. I will get by. I will get by. I will get by. I will survive.
Welcome back. Hold on, I'm coming. There you are. Hello. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
No.
It's Monday, so
There's
it's
a lot to do today. I was sick last week.
You were. I'm sorry about that.
Oh my gosh, that was terrible.
You got hit hard.
Shoot.
Yeah.
I got ran over.
Did you disinfect this place or not so much? All right. Well, I look forward to washing my hands. I'm just teasing. No,
It's out
I'm
of
glad
budget,
you feel
Sydney.
better.
No, it was brutal.
Yeah.
And on Wednesday, I don't even know how I did 2 hours of a show.
Yeah.
I didn't, like by Thursday, I didn't know who I was.
That's fair.
By Friday, I did a show again, and I should not have. I should have just stayed home.
Well, I'm glad you're
It
back.
was really yucky.
You're back and at it, so that's happy.
I'm
That's
back.
good news. You're at least back, so that's good. No,
I got a busy damn day. I got like 2 pages of get stuff done.
to-dos, yeah. Mondays are always busy. There's always just a lot to keep up
Well,
on.
and then you got to reschedule a show, and then you got to,
one of those things. So what are you gonna do? But
one of those damn things.
you know, it's okay. We're in it together.
Darn shame.
It is, but we're in it together. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good week. I've decided.
I hope so.
I've decided. And then it's gonna be Thanksgiving, and we get a couple of days to just like breathe and be with people. So it'll be good.
We already started.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my parents are going to be in Florida for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So they decided, because, the adoption and everything, that we were going to get everyone together. So we had Jackie's family over, and we just had my aunt was out of town with soccer, and cousins were, and uncle was, and brother was busy.
Yeah.
Because they had stuff that was planned. So we really just had my dad and mom, and my cousin Brad and Shelly came over, and Anna. That was fun. And then Jackie's family came over, their immediate family, for the most part. Got dad, mom, grandma, uncle, and
the gang.
Everyone, and sisters. And it was cool. We had a good it was kind of, I call it a Thanksgiving. Now, we didn't have a turkey.
You don't need a turkey.
My
It's
dad
just
made a
about
lot
vibes.
of pasta.
Oh, that sounds
It was
better,
really
actually.
good.
That
But,
sounds really good.
here's the crappy part, is that I know I had COVID.
Yeah,
okay?
you think so?
No, I know I did, because I can't taste anything.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, that's what, and I'm not like, okay, for anyone that's, oh, here we go again about COVID. I'm not saying like it was a deathly, I just was sick for a few days.
Yeah,
like I was more than okay. But like on Friday, I'm getting home and I'm like all I'm thinking about, swear to you, is that I'm going to make the best chicken noodle soup tomorrow.
Oh, that sounds really good.
I make it almost like a chicken and dumpling, because I use condensed cream of chicken.
Ooh, that sounds amazing,
and,
actually.
It really is good.
Yeah,
and
you got to bring some
like,
in.
Jackie even told me, she's like, that's one of the best soups I've had. And I'm like, yeah, well, who needs
No big
Panera?
deal,
Who
no big
needs
deal.
Panera? I know what I know what crock pot. But anyway, Saturday comes around. I wake up and we had to go do something early, or maybe go drop the dog, whatever we were doing.
Yeah.
And wow, I sound like I've been smoking like packs of cigarettes.
You sound like you're still recovering.
You remember that meme where it's the person that's sitting there is like, my father was a Jehovah's Witness.
You're recovering for sure. You're gonna get through it.
But so I get up and I'm like, well, I'll go to Casey's and we'll get an energy drink and stuff. So I do. Sydney.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I almost cried because I couldn't taste the energy drink. I'm
that's
like,
so
okay, we're in trouble here. So I thought, well, I'll enjoy soup.
Yeah.
No, I could not taste a damn thing.
So you didn't get to enjoy your dad's pasta either. That sucks.
I was more concerned about my soup, Sydney.
That's upsetting.
No, no.
I was Team Greg there.
No, you are. I was. I felt awful about it because I'm like, this is so, like, everyone I asked them, like, is the food good? Oh, it's great. And I'm like,
good, yeah. Couldn't tell me. I don't know, yeah.
It felt good.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, I couldn't
Nice
taste it,
meal.
but it warmed me up.
Yeah, that's
you know?
ideal. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're bouncing back. I hope
Rehab,
that
recover,
you're
and return home.
There you go. I hope that your taste comes back soon, because that's a really annoying part of this whole experience. So here's
let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. It's beyond annoying.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, too, like, at first, I kind of thought the voice was funny.
It was kind of funny at first.
I really did sound like Ray Hartman.
Yeah, you did.
And I sent it to him and everything. Identical.
Yeah.
Identical. And now I'm just at the point where I'm like, okay, I'm really ready to talk normal again.
Yeah, I'm sure you're done.
People thought I was, like, pulling one. Like, I needed a day off. Like... Oh, okay. No, I
that's
wish.
a long game that you were playing.
Yeah,
if you were pulling one.
I wish.
You were working up to that for quite a few days.
I kept coming back into work, so that was a stupid.
Yeah, we all think so. We're all like, oh God, we're gonna get COVID now. So yeah, thank you for that. But no, it's okay.
Anything to help the team out.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
It's flu season. We got to up our immunity.
Yes, Betsy Dykeman is the person to go to at Airline Care Clinic if you have any issues or concerns.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
Sydney.
thank you. Look at me go.
Very proud of how far you've come on this show.
I'm getting
You
there,
know, I
yeah.
honestly, if we had it done the right way, I shouldn't have said anything to John, but I would have had you host the show Thursday.
That would have been fun.
And now
I don't
John
know if
knows who's
anyone-
going to replace me.
Yeah, you hear that? I don't know if anyone would have enjoyed that, but I'm happy to be here. So let's
It would have been better than
You got hit hard, but it's okay.
So
You're
I'm
back.
proud of you for putting your Christmas tree up. Long
Well,
story short.
In conclusion, I owe you an apology because last time I was here, I was pretty adamant that it was too early to
Degraded
put up a Christmas
me.
tree. I was kind of mean about it. I apologize, CJ. I got
You degraded
excited.
me.
I was mean. And
This follows after Sydney called me out at lunch for the energy drink consumption.
Yes, well, okay, I didn't call you out.
You were very concerned.
I was just concerned about your well-being.
You literally looked at that energy drink in front, and you said, "Is that your third or fourth one today, CJ?" And
And it was a place of concern
It
that
was.
came
It
from.
wasn't
I
me.
want to know. I want to make everybody aware of that.
but
I
you
was
did.
concerned,
You
but I
you
did
were
kinda
very.
call you out.
You did, and
sorry about
I appreciated the call out. I
Yeah.
stopped. And two, it wasn't good because I was sick and drinking
Yeah,
all
that's
those.
not ideal. You
And then I
guys-
started getting like some sharp pain, and I'm like, it's time to probably.
It's time to take a break, maybe, of the energy drinks. But I've been there. I love an
Normally, it
energy drink
just
every
happens
now
from
and
a
then.
local competitor that irks me, and
Yeah,
it's just the
you're-
energy drinks now.
But it's okay. But no, I'm glad you're bounced back and able to have your energy drinks now. Hopefully,
Reason I'm saying, it ain't in there.
no.
Reason I'm saying this is because you hit me on the energy drink,
I did
and then the
kind of.
next day,
I did kind of.
you decide we're gonna take on CJ's Love of Christmas.
That's on me. I apologize.
Rightfully
because-
so. We decorated too early.
Did you?
Yes and no. Our house is not. We don't live in a mansion.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's normal. It's
Yeah,
a
sure.
small starter house.
Yeah.
So it takes a while to get everything looking organized after you pull out all the boxes.
Very
and-
true. It's
I mean, I
complicated.
got a lot of Christmas crap. So does
Yeah,
Jackie.
you love Christmas,
I
so
do.
you do have a lot of stuff.
So it's kind of like one of those where it's
Uh-huh.
like we got to do it early so we can enjoy having a picked up home for at least a
Fair,
month,
yeah.
and then we'll take it all down and we'll go. But so it was nice though getting it done, and we don't have to worry about it no more. But you told me that you weren't going to put up a tree for a while.
No, I was pretty adamant that it wasn't until Thanksgiving was the right time to put up a tree. And then here's the thing. I was sitting at home and I didn't have anything to do, and it was a nice day.
Dang.
And
I thought I could shoot that in the trash can.
no, you didn't really come that close, I'll be honest with you, but it's okay. Sorry, but no, I decided it's time to put up the tree. So I put it up and it was actually really fun and pretty, and I'm excited now. And I got, in addition to my ornaments, I got this stupid little glittery bird thing that's like, yeah.
We talked about these items.
Yeah, these little, you can, if you scroll all the way down, you can see a picture of it, but it's like this glittery little gaudy peacock. I know, right? It is a bit much, but I love it. It's my new pet, I've decided. Best friend. So that is on my Christmas tree as well. Happy to report.
That is nice.
Thank you. $2. Thank you very much.
You didn't have to. Okay.
I threw myself under the
Okay,
bus.
no. Yeah, just because you can afford it doesn't mean you got to throw that out here on the show. Okay.
A full $2. No big deal for me. Yeah.
That is a chicken sandwich. Okay.
Yeah, true. Well,
Easy.
yeah, that's
Easy.
a good point. Yeah.
Easy.
No, anyway, but yeah, so we got it all. I got it all decorated, which is very pretty, and I even started Christmas shopping. Be proud of me for that.
No kidding.
Yeah, well, I'm usually like a December 23rd
Yeah.
panic buying kind of person, so.
Wait for the bonus to
Yeah, like clearance racks. But no, this year I've decided I am going to, as much as possible, shop small and shop local. That's
Did you
the goal.
hear my breakdown earlier?
No, what happened?
God dang it.
I'm sorry.
Now
I
gotta do
missed
this
it.
whole damn thing again.
Let's hear it.
Now these people are going to get mad at us.
Oh, that's
Nah,
on me.
That's okay.
I apologize, people. Let's hear it.
Hold on.
Any minute now.
Any minute now.
You're working your way up to it.
I am. Thank you. Hold on. Okay. So here's why Small Business Saturday matters, Sydney.
Yeah. Totally matters.
17. Oh, wait, hold on. $22 billion was spent in 2024.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a lot of money.
It was. $13.5 billion was spent on Cyber Monday. So we're beating them
Oh,
there.
wow. That's good.
Okay. 68 cents of every dollar we spend shopping local on Small Business Saturday and any point throughout the year, 68 cents of that $1 stays in the community. So you spend
That's
$100,
pretty cool.
$68 stays right here.
That's a pretty cool thing to note.
But what if I shop on Amazon? 14 cents.
Yeah.
Now, the argument, because I'm always the arguer in this, is that you're going to say, CJ, for that 14 cents, though, there's probably 1,000 to 1 ratio of shoppers. And I will say, you show me where Jeff Bezos has sponsored a park and rec baseball team.
Exactly.
Or
No.
a community event.
You're very right. No.
So I say no. I think it's 0 cents.
I'm with you. I don't know where they found that statistic, 14
Okay.
cents, but I'm shocked by that even happening.
Let's look at your tree and judge it.
Oh, okay. We can do that now. That'll be fun for me.
Is this the first time you've solo decorated?
Yeah, so my old roommates and I, like when my previous apartments, we never really bothered. So this was like my chance to figure out how intense I wanted to go,
Okay.
right?
I like it.
Thank you. Look
I
at
like
that.
this. So did you have to hang those lights yourself?
I did, and here's the thing. So my mom is like really good at hanging Christmas lights, and she taught me how to like make them glow from like the inside out. Like she has a really good method. Here's the thing. I started, and I was like, I'm gonna emulate my mother. I'm gonna do great. I'm gonna
Never
make her
will.
proud. I just made like a wayward spiral before it was all said and done.
It
was like,
looks
all right,
good.
Well, thank you.
I love the red and gold color scheme.
And my little silver bird there as well.
And there he is. Yeah.
There he is. So
There he is. Right
yep,
here.
right there.
There's a.
There he is.
Can I zoom in on this guy?
That's
Hold on.
my best friend. Yeah.
Have you named the thing?
No, not yet. I'm
Okay.
not quite that into
I
it.
do
but
appreciate the call out in your blog.
Yeah.
During a recent conversation with CJ, I was adamant that it was way too soon to start decorating.
I own my faults. I
and
apologize.
you said you were sorry.
I am sorry.
Wow.
I was too harsh about it. And then I'm a hypocrite because then I went and I decorated and I started
It's
shopping.
a really
and-
good looking tree.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Is your tree up?
Yes.
That's great. I want to see it.
Mm.
You gotta pull
Well,
it
you
together.
keep talking, and I gotta...
Okay, I'll fill the silence. Yeah, I don't know what to say. This is why I couldn't host your show.
So, how long did it take to set it up?
It probably took like an hour or so. It wasn't bad at all. But yeah, I started Christmas shopping, which is exciting. I'm excited about doing that. I'm trying to shop local as much as possible or small as much as possible. And that's been a really fun time too, because you get to like find a lot of like really unique things, you know, like you can go on Amazon and it's, you know, maybe it's more convenient for some people and maybe it's cheaper too. But at the end of the day, you don't find the things that are so unique and you're also not like helping the community. So it's really important to me to like shop small and local as much as possible. So that's what I'm like challenging myself to do this year.
How much farther do you have to go on Christmas?
A little bit further.
What's
So I
a
got
little bit further? I'm
like
concerned.
okay, so I got the main gifts for most people in my life.
How do you do gift giving?
Well, I don't know.
Do you just do it on a whim? And now hear me
Yeah.
out. Do you just kind of look and go, oh, okay, I'll grab that and that and that and like just kind of see
Yeah.
where you're at the end of the day?
Kind of, yeah. And every now and then for like one or two people, I'll be like, okay, this is what I want. Like this big thing is what I want to get them.
Do
So
you
I'll
have
focus
a
on that.
method to your madness when it comes to this? Like, do you say like, okay, everyone gets a set, like one or two things?
No. I have like
Man.
me and a couple of people, we have like agreements about our budgets, you know, and that's helpful. But for the most part, I'm like, okay, what seems like enough for like this person? Like my brother, for
Yeah.
example. I'm like, what seems like enough for you? And the answer is like, I don't know, like a couple of things.
For me, it's never.
Never for your brother.
No, for me.
For
It's
your-
me personally.
Yeah.
It's never enough. So you
Yeah.
can't get me anything for Christmas. 'cause
No, really. I see
that's
what
I
you
tell
mean. Good
people.
to know. I won't get you anything this year.
Wow.
No, I'm just teasing.
But just because it took me so long to get this pulled up,
Yeah, I'm excited to see
I am
this
going
tree.
to.
Let's make this happen.
Okay, here we go.
Any second now.
The moment we've all been waiting for, and it's not done. I just want to throw out there, it's not.
Oh,
done
it's
yet.
not? You're still going?
We're still going. This is my tree, right here.
Oh,
We
that
go
looks
full.
so nice.
Yeah, it's a little. It's beautiful.
You
It-
also, you said it's beautiful. You're like, yeah, I know it's beautiful. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, you also got the red and gold going.
Well, it's a balsam hill.
Yeah, no
Look
big
at,
deal.
Look at some of the detail on these ornaments. I just wanted to throw that out
Show
there
off.
real quick.
Yeah,
you
those
know.
are really beautiful. Was that pre-lit or did you do that?
Pre-lit. Are you kidding me? That
That
thing
looks
would be
really
in the front.
good.
I like Santa here.
Yeah, he's cute.
Yeah, but we have some violins Is it in the? No, it's not in the pit. But we have some like gold and red musical instruments we found at Savers.
That sounds pretty.
So and they're like Christmas themed. So we're gonna put them behind that tree.
You know what you're gonna have soon is a bunch of like, this is beautiful, but I hate to break it to you. One of these days soon, you're gonna have a lot of handmade ornaments.
It's not gonna happen. So there's gonna be. I'm glad you brought this up. There's gonna be multiple trees.
Oh, okay.
There's going to be
the nice
tree,
the tree,
and then there's going to be a fun tree is what I'll call it.
That's
that has all of the fun ornaments that we've ever accumulated.
That's good, yeah.
The handmade beauties of the world, and we can admire that in a different location.
Good. That'll be good. It's good to have balance.
I'm very OCD about Christmas.
Well, you just have standards.
Well, just like we were talking about gifts. Like I already have a whole spreadsheet of like, okay, boom, 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 and here's what we got. And
planning.
Yeah.
So that being said, what's your method when it comes to gift giving?
That's it. I always do so like for couples. Like if it's my mom and dad, they get one group gift. So like I do like an olive oil basket.
Yeah, people love that
from Olive Oil Marketplace. And then I'll do like I don't know, like a gift card or a book for my dad somewhere. Same thing. So they each get an individual item and then a group item.
Kind of what I'm doing with my parents this year too.
Same thing for everybody that's married. You get a small item on your own, small item, group item.
Fair. That's a pretty good method. I'll have to keep that in mind.
And for kids, everyone has the same price limit.
Yeah, that's smart for the kids.
Per child. So just because I say it's $100, that's not fair because if you have 4 kids, that's $25.
Yeah.
If you have one, that's $100 gift.
Yeah, no, that's very fair.
Every
You got
gift's like
every
either
gift.
20 or 25 or 15, whatever we find at Ross. But yeah, that's the idea.
That's a good rule. No, that's a pretty good rule. It sounds like you have a pretty
I know what I'm doing here.
You got standards. Yeah, good for you.
Thank you. So did you have fun doing this though?
No, it was actually fun. I'm such a bummer. I'm such a bummer. Like I suck, but I was having fun. I didn't have on Christmas music or anything like that. I wasn't like in the spirit.
I was way too far away. 102.5 is on.
Is it happening already?
Yes, they started with All I Want for Christmas Is You. Mariah Carey's voice cracked the glass, and we're in full sin. I feel bad for Thanksgiving.
No, Thanksgiving gets completely scooted
There
over.
was one aisle I've seen dedicated to Thanksgiving.
That's completely disappointing. Yeah, no, Thanksgiving deserves more, first point. Second point, I was in a store over the weekend, and I heard, River by Joni Mitchell. Great song, 10 out of 10 music. But it was a cover. Yo, you wrote River by Joni Mitchell? That's beautiful.
My version came out 50 years later. I didn't know that it was already written before.
That's beautiful. Well, next lifetime. But no, it was a cover, and they had jingle bells in the background. I was like, no. River by Joni Mitchell is meant to be sad. Like, it is meant to be a sad song.
That's fair. You can't
you can't like make it cheery. Yeah, it's meant to be sad. You're just supposed to like wallow. It's okay. Sometimes that's okay. But yeah, that's actually my second blog because this was my other blog that I wrote.
We're going to talk about that
okay.
for a quick break.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
Not to break the wall, but
break the wall, Sydney.
Break the wall down.
So,
I love sad music.
Are you going to get more of the peacocks or any of the animals? Aren't they cool additions to a tree?
So fun.
And they have little pine cones and flowers.
I want poinsettias, like little poinsettias that look really nice.
Make sure you don't get real ones.
No, not real ones.
Because those are dangerous to animals.
Yeah, no, not a real one. My raccoons would get to, I have raccoons that I keep as pets.
They're in
my
the dumpster.
But anyway, read the blog. I would love to like amp up the tree a little bit, but we'll see what happens. This was like a first year attempt,
So we're all satisfied. We're good.
I'm pretty satisfied. I'm pretty easily
What feelings
satisfied.
you get when you look at? Have you had the moment where you turned it on for the first time and got to sit there with like your beer or your tea or coffee or?
Yeah, you got that. We had like the door open a little, like the screen door open a little bit to let the breeze in, and we had like the tree lit up, and we had some music playing, and I was like, yeah. That's my tree. I did it.
Were you proud?
I was pretty pleased with myself. I'll be honest with you. The funny part about this is we got the tree a month ago, and we were like, well, we got to check to make sure it's good so we don't have to return it or anything. So we built it, and then it just sat in the spare room for
told me that,
a month and a half.
Yeah.
So technically the tree's been up, but like now it's up, it's decorated. So it's a whole thing.
With that being said, Sydney, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back with more next.
What's up? It's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Dwight Wirtz, president of Wirtz Welding and Tank Service, the nation's premier distributor of tank trailer parts. Dwight has been an outspoken and long-time supporter of the college and is the current chairperson of Lewis and Clark Board of Trustees. Oh, and he's a Lewis and Clark grad.
I'm Dwight Wirtz, and I am a trailblazer.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Tomorrow isn't built by dreamers. It's built by doers. Because progress doesn't work unless we do. So at Amrit, we've been hard at work putting energy to work for you. Adding underground cables, installing advanced switches and sensors, storm hardening poles and power lines, making the energy grid stronger today so it can meet your needs tomorrow. Learn about projects in your area at Ameren.com/energyfuture.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Back. That's about as much energy as I got left today.
Yeah, you don't have an energy drink today, so shout out to you. You chose health, but I get it.
Okay. My fellow Riverbendians, I have not been entirely truthful to you.
Let's hear it.
I did have an energy drink today.
Lies, you liar.
I did not have one on the show.
Wow.
But I did have an energy drink today.
That's fair. It's
Riverbendian.
you're being very truthful and honest and earnest, and I think that's beautiful.
Ernest went to the convenience store. I don't have my voice back, so I can't do it in my impressions.
Oh yeah, you gotta just
it's a very sad thing.
You gotta stick with your straightforward voice. I'm sorry.
Voice.
Yeah,
it's okay. We all have problems.
we all experience
so
things.
it's fall, y'all.
It's fall, y'all. Sort of. It kind of feels like winter.
Okay, is that so? You wrote about this one this week?
This was what I wrote about like 20 minutes ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
So fresh, hot off the presses. Yeah.
What an abysmal fall.
Well, here's the thing. So I was like, wow, where are the leaves? And then the leaves showed up. So, they kind of did. I was impressed. I went up the River Road last weekend and up to Pure Marquette, and I was like, wow, this is beautiful. So I was satisfied.
Did you take a picture of these leaves?
Obviously not a good one. I used a stock photo. I'm sorry, but yeah, I used a stock photo.
I think this is the worst the leaves have looked.
That's fair.
But hear me out.
Yeah, no,
we had a drought for a year. It felt like a year.
It felt like a long time.
It was really it was a month or two.
It was a while.
And then we had so much rain.
Yeah,
we were going to have a good thing going with the leaves.
Yes.
Drought happens and we get smoked with nothing.
It was disappointing. It was a disappointing year, I'll be honest.
Two
weekends, yeah. And I took advantage of those weekends. I went on my drive. I went on a bike ride and crunched over some leaves. So, yeah.
You're still riding a bike?
Believe it or not, every now and then I get back on the bike. So, I'm keeping that hobby going.
So that repair bill wasn't worth nothing, huh?
Yeah, no, I had to repair my bike because I broke it and then I fixed it. Read the blog. But, it's a whole thing. But I'm back on the bike, happy to report, and it was a beautiful weekend for that, so it worked out pretty well.
So with that being said.
Yeah, that being said, it kind of feels like fall, but at the same time, it's kind of feeling like winter nowadays.
You're right.
Yeah.
I am very frustrated with the weather.
Yeah, me too.
I was loving the fact that it was highs of 68.
That was beautiful. Loved
71 was fine for that week. Oh my God.
That was a beautiful fall that we had really briefly.
A very brief week of fall.
But now all of a sudden it's kind of wintertime.
Kind of. It was 20 degrees last Sunday.
There's that. It's like cold and gloomy and it is going to rain all week long, allegedly. So that's a bummer. That's a bummer. I'm gonna say something controversial.
Said,
that's a bummer.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, it's gonna rain.
You got to be confident. Look at these weather people. That lady on Fox 2 in the morning, hell, she could tell you it's raining sideways and it won't rain for 3 months. Trust me, I know. I know.
And we had that. We had the drought, and then we had the.
She's just as confident as ever. This was the best. Oh, this was awesome. This was a couple of weeks ago. This was about the cold. Okay. Or no, it was rain. It was the rain.
Yes.
We were going to get the potential of a severe storm, okay? You would have thought that we were going to get all this rain, and I'm telling you, it was sunny all day. And there's not like she gets docked on pay.
No.
You know?
No. And if I messed up like that, just...
We don't see what her email looks like, though.
That's fair. No, it's not her fault.
My point is...
teasing.
I'm not. My point is, when you told me it's going to snow 6 inches, and I'm at Schnucks, it better snow 6 inches.
Have you ever been at, like, Schnucks or Walmart? You're there at, like, early. Like, I get there 8 a.m. because it's going to snow all day. I'm like, okay, time to get my eggs or whatever. And, like, you're going to die there. There are people there are serious. Yeah.
I agree. This is why I truly believe, and every time I get in trouble for saying this, I believe there's a conspiracy.
Same word. Which conspiracy this time? I'm not disagreeing, but I want to hear it.
I got to watch. I don't want to be held liable.
Yeah, be careful.
The big grocery chains are in cahoots with the weather.
You might be onto something. You might be onto something.
You can't tell me
Yeah.
that after Christmas, it never happens before.
Yeah.
There's never a snowmageddon December 1st.
That's true, actually.
Because they're buying holiday stuff left and right.
Yeah.
They could care less who is getting
unnamed
milk.
grocery store could care less.
Milk. Okay? January happens. We're in the barren wasteland of the year. There's no holidays.
Yeah, you need something.
Yeah. Here comes a 7-foot potential snow.
You're not wrong. You
need to get all this milk and eggs to survive for 14 days, even though you're going to be snowed in for a half hour.
Literally. And what's up with that? Since when, on a normal day, CJ, how many milk and eggs do you consume?
Okay, I got it. I'm different now because I have the baby.
Yeah. Well, she probably does. Like
now she's transitioning into milk. So but we drink a lot of milk.
Yeah. Really?
However, we don't go through a gallon of milk in a day.
No, that's like what they will have you believe you need when it's going to snow like that.
And why do you always have to make French toast?
That sounds incredible right now.
But that's
you
the
don't need
ingredients for French toast.
That is the
what does
ingredients
that mean?
for
Just
French
because it
toast.
snows, I got to make French toast? No.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Or Scribblings. No, I'm with you.
People.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Anyway, I think that they're in cahoots.
You might be onto something. I think we should write about it. We'll see what happens. Investigative reporting.
I'm going to get a cease and desist.
I'm going to FOIA Schnucks and see what happens.
I'm going to get followed by a bunch of people talking. He knows too much.
Good luck. The French toast. Good luck to both of us.
So I got to ask you, though, before we end today, because we're out of time.
Yeah, time flies.
Why you combat the gloominess of winter with sad music?
In part. So here's the thing. So I know the winter blues hit for everybody. Like, it's kind of a bummer. But I love me, like, the Phoebe Bridgers Christmas album or Lover You Should Have Come Over. That song always makes me think of January. I love that song. But only during, like, December to January will I listen to Lover You Should Have Come Over. And then it just is, like, rocking back and forth pretty much. But I love that kind of music. So I enjoy me some really sad music. And it's how I get in the winter spirit, and then I do all these other things to get out of that like really sad place. I'm like, all right, now it's time to have like some tea or something. So, it's a balance. It's a balance for sure. But that's my method.
We're out of time. I'll see you back. I don't know how to follow that.
If you have any other tips, I'd be all ears.
You killed it. You did a good job. I'm out. I don't have anything else to say. I'll join you back here tomorrow for more of our show. Until then, try your best to stay out of jail.